Buonasera, benvenuti amici. Welcome my friends and welcome to my channel, Fountain Pen Therapy. Well, today I've got a special surprise because I've just ordered a pen from Ranga. Ranga is becoming a regular in terms of my fountain pen budget these days. And I received a group buy that I think I get one probably every month from Ranga. And it's the Ranga Behemoth, or the Giant Samurai. Oh, I'm looking forward to this. So it's the Giant Samurai. Let's take a look at it. We'll do a quick unboxing. We'll take a look at the pen. It's the first time I haven't taken a look at it at all. And then we'll do a writing sample. We'll compare it, to do a size comparison. But I'm really looking forward to opening up this pen. So stay tuned. We'll go into my overhead camera and we'll take it from there. Friends at Ranga Pen, I just ordered a pen from them. They have usually they have an email solicitation offering special prices and special pens that they're working on, new models, etc., etc. And I took the plunge and bought what is referred to, and let me make sure I get this right. I have it on my phone here. It's the Ranga Behemoth, or the Giant Samurai model. So this was part of a group buy that I often participate in. And once again, the Ranga Behemoth Giant Samurai model. So this is typically how Ranga wraps up their product. This is, the other side, there's the address, etc. And you can tell they actually sew this by hand. So it's, it's a nice touch. Let me just open this up. Here we go. There we go. So I'm struggling here. Okay, here we go. And we can, there we go. As you can tell, minimal packaging. Isn't that fascinating? I find this fascinating. I mean, why not use whatever we've got, right? There's no point in, using all kinds of fancy material. It's all part of the price. It's all part of the price. So my friends, I welcome the low prices. Here we go. Some dust there. There we go. It's that typical Ranga box. And this is the first time I see it, so you're getting to take a look at it, firsthand as I do. So 1, 2, 3. Whoa, is this it? No, that's the free pen that you usually throw in. Okay, it's a demonstrator. I'll take a look at that later on. But here's the pen. What else we've got in here? It's the first time I see this thing. It must be a material that clean things up. They have the little contraption to do your eye dropping. Okay, let me just see what we got here. That's nice. That is nice. That is nice. That is really nice. Okay. What do we got here? Whoa! Wow. Isn't that spectacular, Ranga? Oh, you outdid yourselves. Very nice. I like this ebonite. The smallish clip, but not too small, but not too big. It's the Giant Samurai. This is what this is. Very nice. I like the color I chose. Let me just open that up. 1, 2, 3. Isn't that nice? Look at this. look at this monster of a pen. I mean, this is just very nice, Ranga. I am going to enjoy this pen. Like that? Yeah. Very, very nice. There's your nice swirls in that nice ebonite. It's polished. It's not a matte. The top part is actually, you can see a division there where they've put in the slid in the clip mechanism. I mean, this has got to be 7 inches. You know, it's we're going to do a size comparison later on. This is just an unboxing. I'm going to come back and I'm going to compare it to the Splendor and some of my other bigger pens, and we'll see where this Samurai stands. It's an eyedropper. Yeah, quite a few turns because that guarantees no spillage. It's got a converter if you so wish. Already pre-greased. I mean, this would be nice with a nice, you know, a number 8 size nib, and I've got ones, and I think I might very well switch it for that, because with this size. But otherwise, this 1.5 stub does the trick as well. Isn't that beautiful? I mean, probably caps. Yeah, no, it doesn't cap, which is okay because you don't need to gap this. I mean, look how big this is. So that's the outer shell. I'm very happy with this. Very, very happy. What I'll do is I'll come back. I'm going to ink this monster up with some appropriate ink. Maybe I'll choose a brown ink from Mr. Brown, actually, from Ackerman. I'll use his ink, ink it up. Okay, so we're back. So here are these are the biggest pens I have in my collection. In fact, a lot of them were actors, if you will, in my the biggest pens in the world video that I just put out, and I invite you to take a look at it and have some fun with that. And also a most recent purchase, which is this Cracked Ice Model 5, which is just a gorgeous pen. And here's my Giant Samurai. So when compared to, let me just put them next to the 4 Ranga pens. That's the Splendor. This one is just slightly, just because this is torpedo shaped, slightly smaller than the Model 5, but not much though, just a few millimeters there. And compared to this one is my Kim ACR. Then I have my 2 Gammas here, and we have my Gamma Supreme Rippled right here. So it's, as you can see, quite a big size. Probably it rivals with the Kim ACR and the Gamma Supreme in terms of girth, but you know, it's pretty equivalent to the Model 5 as well. So that's where it's situated. Let me put that aside. Now, in terms of the ink that we use today is Mr. Brown's, our famous Mr. Brown. I enjoy his reviews. I've been enjoying them ever since I started in this hobby, and always fascinating, always very nice, pertinent comments, and I trust his judgment fully. So this is the Brown from Ackerman Ink. Beautiful bottle. For those who haven't seen it, it's got kind of ball mechanism, so all the ink goes on top, so you can ink it in. And you know, for the price, just the bottles are a collection piece. So that's the ink. The journal that we will be using today is a Maruman journal. I meant to use this journal for a while now, and I keep putting it aside. Spiral version. So let's just focus in here. I like this journal, by the way, because it even has, you know, as a line for a number and a line for a date. So you can pay, you know, you can put your number, you can number your pages, also put in a date. So it's quite a convenient, and I like the paper. It's thickish. It's not as thin as Tomo River, but it's smooth, and we'll see how it all works out with this new monster of mine here. This is the first time I used this ink, not this ink, this nib, and we'll just see how it performs. So this is the Ranga Giant Samurai. And it's approximately 7 inches long, just for those who maybe just a few millimeters short of that. The ink that I'm using is the Ackerman. I hope I spelled that right. Yes, I did. And it's the SBRE brown ink. The nib on this pen is a Yowo 1.5 stub. So far, so good. So far, so good. Little bit of a feedback, but otherwise, very, very nice. This ink is a little bit on the drier side. That's what I noticed. And in terms of the nib itself, I would say it's smooth, constant, dry on the dryish side, and a little bit of feedback. But you see, the ink is not giving me that wet thickness that I would expect from a 1.5 stub, which leads me to believe that the ink is just a little too dry for my taste. But having said that, I have no complaints about the nib. Now, in terms of rating, for the pen itself, I mean, guys, you know, you don't see too many pens like this. You got to be able to enjoy them when you see them and when you get them. And, you know, for a big size pen, very, very comfortable. Very, very comfortable. Light because it's ebonite. So, pen itself, design and built, I'm going to give it a 9.8. And in terms of the nib, at this point, I'm not sure if it's the nib or the ink, but, you know, let me go right in between. I'm going to give it a 9.6. I've seen better, okay? In terms of value, I think this cost me approximately $100 Canadian, so the value is A+. I'm going to give it a 10 on 10 in terms of value. And this is also going to be my go-to pen. If I can find a pen holder that could fit this giant, but maybe what I'll do is I'll bring in my 3 giant pens one week, and they'll be my weekly inked pens, if you will. So it's a go-to pen for me. In terms of go-to, it's a 10 on 10. There you have it. That's my giant samurai, and I hope you enjoy it. If you can get your hands on one, go for it. Thank you. Subscribe. Enjoy Fountain Pen Therapy.